Hey everyone, Coach Invest here back with another video for you today. So in today's video, we're going to discuss why I believe Spotify could be the new YouTube. Last week, they had an event called Stream On where they announced countless of new things that weren't announced during the earnings call. By the way, I've covered the earnings, link will be in the top right corner. So this video, we're going to discuss everything that they announced, everything that you guys actually commented on my last video, why Spotify might not be as big as YouTube moving forward, why growth is slowing down. So we're going to discuss all of that in this video. But before I do so, I just want to thank everyone that has been subscribing lately. And if you haven't subscribed yet to this channel, hit that subscribe button. If you like these videos, leave it an early thumbs up as it really helps me outgrow the channel and get my videos out there. So without further ado, let's dive into this. Right, so let's first discuss a couple of key points that some of you have mentioned in my comments regarding Spotify and why YouTube might be better and is maybe better in some aspects. First up, we have the comment section. Engagement on Spotify is close to non-existent right now. You cannot comment, you cannot engage with the creator, whether it's music or whether it's a podcast. Now that will actually change. They announced that during the event. You will be able to interact in some way with your listeners or with the creator. You will be able to insert some polls, some questions so people can answer maybe during the podcast, during the live event. So that's certainly something that they're working on. Obviously a comment section, I don't think we will see a comment section on Spotify anytime soon, because in my opinion, it just doesn't add much value for a platform like Spotify right now. Now, second point is again something that most of you have mentioned, and that's discoverability. To discover something new on Spotify right now, I personally think I really need to look and search for maybe some interesting music or some interesting podcast that I want to listen to. But on YouTube, they already know what I want to watch at 3 a.m., whether it's looking at penguins or whether it's looking at somebody creating his aquarium at home. I don't know how they know I want to watch that, but they do. And that's something that Spotify is actually working on as well. Machine learning, all of that. The CEO actually said that in a couple of years, you don't even have to search for something on Spotify. They will have all those playlists, everything when you wake up, your morning playlist, your evening playlist, news, podcast, music, everything will be done already inside of Spotify through machine learning. The only thing you will have to do is maybe fine tune it to your exact taste. So again, that is something that is missing right now, but it's certainly something that they're planning to improve and is probably in the works already for a couple of years now. We're just not seeing that as of now. And third point, some of you have mentioned, which is video. Right now, video is not available to everyone on Spotify. Not every creator does have the option to create video content. And that again is something that they have announced, and they said that video will be becoming available to more and more creators in 2020. Not to everyone, but it's coming on. Don't forget that the main point of Spotify is to be the major leader in audio and not in video. But since they're looking to enhance the experience on Spotify and maybe add some monetization aspects to it, video is certainly an option that they have been looking into and they've already incorporated in Spotify. It will just take some time until everyone has video accessibility on their Spotify. Now let's talk a bit about numbers. So quick facts here. Number of subscribers is 155 million. Number of monthly active users, 345 million. Number of tracks right now is 70 million. And Spotify is available in 149 markets. Now regarding the last point, they actually announced that they are going to expand into 80 or more new markets. The biggest one being Africa, obviously, but also Southeast Asia, Latin America, the Caribbean. All of that together comes to 1 billion extra potential users that might be coming into Spotify or have access to Spotify. Now, like Netflix, Spotify offers various ways for you to sign up to those services. For example, Spotify Duo is Spotify especially for couples. Yes, Spotify Mini, which is for countries like India, Indonesia, where the price is very much reduced to cater to that specific market, which is something that Netflix has been doing as well. Then you have those Spotify Family, Spotify for Kids, etc. So there are various ways and options for you to sign up to Spotify, which is always great to have lots of options. All right, so now let's talk about the major point, which is something that YouTube is obviously doing much better right now than Spotify, is incentivizing creators to create content on their platform. As you know, on YouTube, myself, you can be monetized, you can earn some money when you create content by letting YouTube play ads on your videos. Right now, this is something that is very, very restricted on Spotify. Not a lot of people have the option to monetize their content on Spotify. So Daniel Ek actually showed us this flywheel here. You can see on the left the consumer, on the right the creator, and in the middle you have Spotify. So it's basically you create, you grow, you get more and more engagement, and then you monetize. When you monetize, then there's even more engagement, you grow even further and further, and then you create even more content. So regarding that aspect, they are actually adding paywalls to podcasts. That means that like on Patreon, for example, you can pay a monthly or a weekly fee to listen to a specific podcast or to listen to a specific episode, which again incentivizes the creator to create better and more content on Spotify. They've also added something very, very unique, which is their partnership with WordPress. So basically, if you're a blogger and you like to write, but you don't know how to create audio content, basically what Spotify and WordPress are doing is merging that together. You take your written article, insert that into Spotify, and suddenly you have a podcast. Obviously, it will not be spoken in your voice. It will be spoken into a, machine learning AI voice, but it's still pretty cool that you can take a text and I think in a matter of minutes, that text, that blog is turned into a podcast. And obviously we have to talk about why would advertisers choose between Spotify and or YouTube. So Spotify acquired a company called Megaphone last year, and this will allow it to scale its Streaming Ad Insertion, which is basically a new podcast ad system that will let advertisers buy targeted spots that are inserted into podcasts. But today, SAI is only available in the US, Canada, Germany, and the UK, and hopefully it will expand to other new markets in 2021. Now, since its debut, SAI has been rolling out new features like audience-based buying. This is very, very special, ad placements, and reporting on creative performance. Later this year, Spotify said it will make SAI available to Megaphone podcast publishers and leading anchor creators. So again, this is something that will take some time, but at least we know that this year more and more people will be able to monetize their content. And if they can monetize their content, obviously Spotify will gain from that as well. Now, before I conclude this video, I just want to show you a couple of graphs that Daniel Ek, the CEO, has actually showed us regarding the total addressable market. So as you can see here, the long-term audio opportunity for Spotify, right now, that's a $100 billion total addressable market. Radio right now is still very, very big with $40 billion, which in my opinion will get reduced year over year. Music streaming, podcast, and paid audio is where Spotify is currently in. And in those markets overall, I think they have 30 to 40% of that. Now, fast forward to 2030, we move from a $100 billion total addressable market to a $170 to $200 billion. Now, as you can see, radio has become very, very small. Music streaming business has become bigger, podcast even bigger, and they remain confident that they will still have 30 to 40% of the market. So to conclude, overall this event was amazing. I think they will be doing this each and every year. The announcements were very, very good, especially after the earnings, which people thought were a bit underwhelming. But like we've seen, ARK Invest has been buying a lot. I've been pretty bullish on Spotify as well. I still believe they can be the new type of YouTube, and I believe there's so much more growth ahead. With that said, most of the interviews that happen on YouTube in my channel are also now on Spotify. So if you want to go follow that or listen on Spotify, it's basically Couch Investor. Only the interviews will be going on Spotify because, well, I don't show you anything that you need to watch on your screen, and I don't have access to video at the moment on Spotify. And like Gali from Hyperchange, I do believe that Spotify should be buying Clubhouse or maybe replicate what Clubhouse is doing and inserting that into Spotify. And that will be it for this video. Let me know down in the comments below what you think of this idea of Spotify becoming the new YouTube. You think they can become as big as YouTube or maybe go into that direction? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you like these videos, leave it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, hit that subscribe button. And as always, guys, take care, stay safe, and see you all in the next video. Bye bye.